Okay, so hi. So I watched this movie and I have to talk about it. It's called Double Jeopardy. It came out in 1999. And it was about a wife, a husband, and a child. Okay, so starting from the beginning. Wife and husband. Child. Shocker, okay, but okay. But so the husband and the wife, they went out to sea, okay, and the wife wakes up, blood all over her clothes, and then there's a murder weapon. There's a knife on the deck. Her brilliant, smart self decided, hey, I'm gonna pick up this murder weapon. And what happened? Flashing lights, coastal police, okay? So, where's husband? Where's husband? Nobody knows. And so they take her back to the shore and she's like, where's my husband? Where's my husband? And they're like, we don't know, but you're covered in blood, ma'am, and you were holding a knife. If A squared plus B squared equals C squared, okay, then you did it. And she's like, I didn't do it. So she gets a lawyer. He's like, hey buddy, it's not looking too good. She goes to court. Only thing she do in court is crying. So what do we think happened? Yes, she went to freaking jail. And then get this part. The son, remember the son? She has a friend and she's like, yo, homie, okay, you need to take care of my son while I go away to the slammer. Okay, so she goes away to the slammer. Son is with the friend, okay, but it's been a long time. It's been like 4 months, 2 months, 6 months. Where is friend? I didn't get a phone call. Where is friend? Where is my son? You know, these questions going through her mind. Come to find out, she did these research and stuff, and she's like, okay, I'm gonna track down this woman, because apparently she's up in Philadelphia or somewhere, in San Francisco or somewhere, okay? And she calls the phone, okay? Friend picks up, and she's like, hey, yo, where's my son? And she's like, okay, gives it to the son, okay? Son is like, hi, mom, how are you? La la la. And then guess who walks through the door? It's the husband. I swear to God. And then all you're on the phone is, Daddy! And then cut the line. Okay, part 2. Okay, so line cut. And she's like, Daddy, because y'all, the man was alive. This man faked his death. This woman just went to jail for like 4 years for a murder she did not commit, okay, for a crime she did not commit, okay, and now she's out for blood. She's going to track down this man when she gets parole. So she gets parole. Okay, so she's out and about, but now she starts booking it because she's like, okay, I need to find this man because I need to find my child, okay? And yes, I am skipping a bunch of facts, but that's just what we're gonna do. So she just, okay, so Tommy Lee Jones, he's the freaking parole officer, okay? She books it. He's like following her through all, because they literally go from like the West Coast to the East Coast, the East Coast to the West Coast. All I know is somehow, some way, they ended up in New Orleans, okay? And so she finally tracks down the husband, okay? And it's like, whoa. Because now he's trying to get all buddy with her. And she's like, bro, why'd you fake your death? Want to know his answer? He's like, oh, you know, the business went under and I didn't know how to tell you, and I didn't want you to go down for that, or and I couldn't handle that by myself, you know, I couldn't take myself out, so I had to do it this way. It's like, sir, I went to jail for 4 years. 4 years. Like, what are we talking about right now? I'd be so upset. I'd be pissed off because I went to jail 4 years knowing that I didn't kill anybody. Okay, they didn't find a body. If they didn't find a body, how the heck am I supposed to go to jail? Okay, for a crime I A, didn't commit, and B, what evidence did they have other than some fingerprints on a freaking knife, which sure is a lot of evidence, but tangent. Anyway, so wife, husband meet up. Husband says, okay, I'm gonna let you see your son. She's like, cool. So they go to the catacombs. Not the catacombs. I don't know why I think they're catacombs, but they go to like the little not a funeral. Well, technically it happened. A cemetery. That's what I was looking for. They go to a cemetery in New Orleans, and you know how cemeteries in New Orleans are basically like a freaking maze. So she's chasing this boy who she thinks is like her freaking, son. No, husband comes out of nowhere, whacks her upside the head, she's down, and he throws her inside of a freaking casket, locks it, and walks out. And I'm like, ma'am, if he gonna fake his death, what makes you think that he's gonna possibly just let you see your son? And then I left out that the friend who I mentioned in part 1, y'all, she got, okay, a mysterious accident happened and she died. He said, I didn't mean to, it just things happened. She's like, she just happened to end up in a casket and almost suffocate to death, but she got out because she had guns, so she said pew pew to the locks, and she got out.
Okay, part 3. Okay, so as I said last time, well, if you didn't know, this is Double Jeopardy 1999. I'm explaining it because the plot's about. Anyway, part 3. Okay, so she got out the casket, okay, and now the husband, he's walking around like, nothing happened, because she's like, she's dead, ain't gotta worry about her no more. So wife goes back to the hotel where this man is located, and she pulls up the gun on him, because she's like, sir, now you've been playing with me this entire time, okay, enough is enough. Where's my son? And he's like, son? Oh, he's X, Y, and Z. She's like, nah, I want to see my son right now. But you know what? Is she gonna shoot the gun? Yes. Is she gonna kill him? No, because some way, somehow, they start tussling over the gun. And Mr. Parole Officer, he is in the hotel too, okay? Because he a witness, But somehow, some way, he gets shot, okay? And then now, wife got the gun, and then pew, pew, pew. Husband I think he died. I hope he died. I don't remember. It was like a week ago when I saw it. But in my recollections, he did. So, parole officer and wife. Okay, I guess she ex-wife. She's a widow now. Anyways, another parole officer. He's like, you know what? We friends. We cool. You saved my life. So, you good. You off the record. And she's like, thank you. Thank you very much. End of the movie. She goes to a little private school where the son is, and she goes up there. She's a little scared at first, but the parole officer's like, hey, that's your son, you need to go see him, okay? And she's like, okay, we good. So she go over there and she see him. She's like, you remember me? He's like, yeah, I remember you. Dad said you was dead. And she's like, I'm alive. And then they hug, and that's the end of the movie. All I've got to say is that movie is wild. I would never. I mean, I've never been in that situation before. Hopefully I've never been in that situation before. But oh my freaking goodness. Oh my freaking goodness. That's all I have to say. Because first off, why would you pick up a murder weapon? Like, just if you just wake up with blood all over you and your partner is nowhere to be found, you know, and then you see a blooded weapon on the ground, why would you pick it up? You know, this is common sense. Why would you pick it up? And then when people are like asking you to tell your side of the story, why are you just crying and you just keep saying that, you know, you didn't kill him? Like, her alibi was just crappy. I mean, I don't know if I would think of a better alibi. A lot was happening, you know, I can give her that. A lot was happening. She did not really have time to think things through. But she did have a lot of time to think things through. When she was in jail, she was like, this stuff ain't adding up. And I said, no, ma'am, this stuff is not adding up. And y'all, of course, she was white. And who was her friend in the movie in jail? Black people. So, yes, you know, she had to get some of their backbone, you know, transport into her backbone because it was bad. I was like, girl, and we don't have time to cry. Okay, we need to get ourselves together, okay, and get through this situation. Because, oh my God, it just wasn't happening. It just wasn't clicking. It didn't click to like the middle of the movie, okay? Because the beginning of the movie was like mystery, but then by the middle halfway point, okay, she turned into Batman. I was like, yes, ma'am, we are going under. We're becoming detectives undercover, okay? Because we're going to find out where your friend live. We're going to find out where your husband live, okay? We don't care about anybody else in the process, okay? Because Mr. Parole Officer, he going from police station to police station trying to figure out where she going. And she's like, I do not care about your car. I do not care about anybody else's car, okay? 'Cause she was hijacking cars, okay? It was a mess. It was a mess. But she got her child. That's all that matters at the end of the day. So yeah, that was Double Jeopardy 1999.